So, last session, having made their way east across the perilous desert to the town of Canopus, the party learned trying to search for one of the artifacts of incendium that was located nearby here. They're greeted by town's guard, find out that there's a few people, other people they may know in town, also in search of the said artifact. After getting a room at the local bar and inn, crew begins their search for information on where the relic just might be. Okay then, so let's just everyone roll initiative to see who goes first over the course of the day.
Man, I completely forgot to open up my character sheet. There we go.
Spinning.
Everything is spinning along. Since we don't need any turn track or anything, so I'll just go ahead and hit the button. Big money, big money, big money. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Stop. 13.
17.
10.
Just waiting on Lyric.
Waiting on Lyric to roll those physical dice.
Yep.
You know, if it wasn't wimpy, I would say that people just usually use physical
That's
dice and roll
19.
20 to try to cheat because nobody can see shit.
Well, ironically, it's all in order there. So, Lyric, since you were the one that I believe booked the room, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Yeah, you just checked into the room that you got for yourself and I guess Electrus who's coming with you. What do you wish to do?
Wait, I gotta remember what we were doing.
I think I was going to the magic shop for something.
It's still daytime, right?
It's getting to be close to evening time, so the sun's starting to get a little lower, but it's still plenty of time to do a little small searching today. You're seeing a few people as you're leaving kind of line up at the bar to start their drinking for the day.
Um. hmm. I guess she's gonna, if there's still some daytime left, she doesn't really. She's kind of waiting for everyone else to get back for us to kind of decide what we're doing. She'll go and entertain the patrons at the bar down in the hotel or at the inn.
Okay, so yeah, you're seeing a few people starting, like I said, starting to line up. You see the bartender you got the rooms from sitting there still pairing stuff, getting mugs and stuff clean. I can't remember if I mentioned, but he is a half orc.
God, he's a half pork.
Kind of sees you come back down. Room is to your liking, Missy.
Yeah, for now.
Good, good. So, what does bring you to this far east of the Empire?
We were tasked with a job through my associates.
Job, huh? Well, hope it goes good for you. So, I noticed the instrument you got there. Must be a bard, I'm assuming.
She nods.
Yeah, if you want to, I don't have any arranged entertainment for the night. Kind of points to kind of a corner. Welcome to set up over there.
She'll do so.
Okay. Give me a performance check for your kind of let that roll through the night.
All right, she'll pull out uh her lute and give it a nice little performance to start, just to warm up. That's a 28.
28? Yeah, you get your instrument. Notice a couple strings are slightly out of tune, so you adjust them a little bit. Give it a good pluck, and you start playing away to the few patrons that are in here. After like an hour or so of playing, a few more people have wandered in, but you give me a perception check here.
That's a 12.
Okay. I'm trying to remember, were you actually with the party when they were in Altair before and did that temple?
I'd say yes. 'Cause I do remember.
I'm pretty sure that was after Eric left. So yeah, you see, you think's like what you think is a familiar black tabaxi, but you notice his right side is just burnt and scarred now. If it was him, walk into the bar. Is there anything you want to do? There, Wimpy?
What's up?
You notice that Tabaxi walk into the bar. You wish to do anything?
What was his name? Does he look
Jinx.
familiar?
You think it's Jinx, but you can't tell because like his face is kind of maimed and burnt, scarred.
Jinx.
Can she start performing a song that Jinx would recognize, so he would turn toward her?
Give me a history check here to see if you can think of a song.
That's another 12.
12? You think you remember a song that's kind of popular from one of your studies in Altair called The Desert Winds?
Okay. She'll go ahead and start performing that.
Okay, give me another performance check for that one.
Oh man, I rolled a 5 on a die. That's an 18.
You haven't played the song in a while, so you've not quite playing it up to snuff as you could, but once you start playing it, he does look over to you. And he does make contact with your eyes. With you, and he just kind of looks like with the one good eye he still has, kind of like scowls at you. And goes and sits down at a booth. As he orders a drink to his table.
She'll kind of do a sly smile and just continue her set.
I thought the point of sending a lyric over there was to not get recognized.
As you're playing through the night, you get thrown about 40 gold. For now. And with that, we're going to cut to Victor.
All right, paint me a scene.
Okay, what were you trying to do?
Let's see. What was I doing last game? That's the only thing I can remember.
That's loud.
Yeah, that wasn't what I thought it was going to be.
No, I know I was going to the magic shop. So you were going somewhere else.
Yeah, what was I doing? So now we got they list down with the name of the local blacksmith, Wyvern's hammer, and the unseen eye for magic shop needs. That's your runes. Like, I do not remember.
Okay.
I think I was just collecting information about, like, basically put us on par of the other fortune seekers that's out here.
Okay, so yeah, give me a perception check then. See what you see.
Alright. Natural 20, 26.
You see everything.
Yeah, you see everything. You see every individual grain of sand on the ground in front of you. Your mind is just opened up to the possibilities of everything, and you don't know how, but when you're doing this, you happen to see basically the architecture of this town's a little bit more rudimentary than it was in Altair, more basically built houses. You see a lot more half-orcs than any other race around here, but you do see a few, humans, very occasional elf or dwarf, tabaxis. Basically, most common race around here is orcs. You do see a couple in the center of town, you see kind of a higher up building that looks more like a government building that looks like to be the biggest building in town. See a few guards around. You do see what looks to be a fountain in front of it, and a bunch of, a lot of people seem to be congregating around there. You can only assume it's where everyone gets the water in town. See a couple of, one main thoroughfare that looks like it's got all the business and stuff on it. You do see one building that seems to have a plume of smoke coming out of it that's, you can probably tell that's probably the blacksmith in town with the forge going.
Okay.
And you see a couple other places that catch your eye, kind of one building's got kind of a weird aura coming off of it, like it's the magic shop. And a couple of, big, best way to describe it is places that have a bunch of food in it. Like where people buy their food supplies. A lot of spices, dried meats, stuff like that.
And let's say we already have supplies. So basically, if you go towards the, towards the town found first, and just listen to gossip about because with your imagine at least treasure hunters would be one to pick up fresh water, so that's probably the most likely place to go first.
You're gonna kind of head over to the big, town hall looking building.
Yeah, out near where the I was thinking more where people are gathering water and supplies.
Okay. Yep.
And start there.
Well, basically it looks like it's just the water supply, but
yeah.
I forgot to mention you also do see kind of another decently sized building that looks, it's got a steeple and a bunch of glass on the outside, so it's clearly the town chapel.
Yeah. Which only has holy water, so. But I'm saying, yeah, start the water supply first, then probably work his way around through different shops, hitting up the chapel last.
Okay.
Kind of like gathering information as much as he can,
yep.
Without alerting people.
Yeah, give me a perception check when you get to the water, like the main office building and stuff.
Sure thing. You said perception, correct? Ten.
Now, from the best you can see, you see kind of a fenced-off fountain kind of area with a few guards around it, but a line of people with, pots and stuff all around it, gathered up behind it.
Okay.
And you hear basically someone going, "Okay, people, keep this line orderly. You'll get your water as needed. Remember your limit for the day." You will not be allowed more than that. No exceptions.
Alright, so they're water rationing.
But you hear a couple, kind of like a middle-aged lady holding a jug with a couple of kids behind her. Mommy, I'm thirsty. Yes, yes, honey, we'll get you through the line as soon as we can. But I'm thirsty now. I can't wait any longer. No, I know, but you know there's a water shortage right now. We gotta make sure that there's enough to make sure everyone doesn't suffer.
While Victor's kind of like staying off to the side, he's gonna ask one of the people in town. He's gonna ask one of the. I'm assuming just one of the people online about what's going on with the water shortage.
Ugh. Yes, yes. Kind of a more older, and I can't words. Older gentleman here. He'd probably say he's in his 50s. Oh yes, there's these. Everyone's in town looking for something weird out in the desert, and been low on rainfall, so the Oasis hasn't been stocked with good as water, so we've been having to ration a little bit. Kind of sucks, but well, gotta do what you gotta do to survive in the desert. It's a harsh place.
Interesting. But yeah, you probably said because of of all the newcomers in town, there's just not enough water to go around. So, I suppose what was his name? I suppose the best the Baron can do is just keep things rationed down and wait for this whole thing to blow over. I assume.
Hopefully we get our occasional rain shower we get to help replenish stuff.
I see. Hey, you would happen to know where anything about the area where most of the treasure hunters are going out to, would you?
You think I pay attention to what those people do? The sooner they get out of here or die out in the desert, the better.
Fair
We still
enough.
haven't fully recovered from the war a few years ago. Now they got all the soldiers coming in, making with the fort, also not helping with supplies. Well, still better than under the old regime, I guess. Albeit, the Baron somehow managed to keep his post. I don't know how.
So the Baron was with the old regime, the old was it Dragon's Bane?
What was that?
So the Baron was with Dragon's Bane before the war.
Yes, his family's owned the house and the rights to the main Oasis since for generations. I'm just a simple man that works in one of the mine foundries outside of town, so I don't know what really happened all in the war a few years ago. But I'm assuming you're one of those other people coming to search for the that so-called treasure out in the desert too, aren't you?
Hey, hold on a second.
Or what was that?
Well, so I want to see if I want to try something crafty. Like,
Okay.
Let's see. What do I have trade? Persuasion. Victor's is just gonna say something along the lines of, sadly, but I'm trying to keep a little profile. Like, get in, grab whatever all these treasure hunters are here for, and get out, but without making too much of a ruckus. Hopefully taking a lot of these guys with me. Hey, once we're gone. But at the same time, like, get things back to normal. He's trying to persuade him, like, say, yeah, yes, but basically trying to get them to go back, like, not trying to get this guy's bad side. Because clearly he doesn't like any of the treasure hunters here.
Okay, yeah, roll persuasion.
Go, go, go.
25.
Nice.
Oh, you're lucky. You got so lucky this guy doesn't have good stats, because I rolled a 19 on that.
Ooh, lucky.
Yeah, I figured. I know most of those people probably aren't bad folk. It's just that it's hard to deal with. You seem like one of the good uns. If I knew anything, I'd pass it along, but I sadly don't. Maybe some people out at the mines that are more in touch with the goings on might know. Maybe the church. I don't know.
Well, no, let me at least let me at least give you something as thanks. And for not shoving me off like, I'm sure you want to. And, let's see, what do I have that's spare? Because, there you go. Does he have a spare, flask or a spare, water skin? I'm assuming he does, considering how far out in the desert there are.
He does have a jar with him that looks like it's a pretty thick jar that's meant to, when sealed, to not let water evaporate out of it.
Okay. Victor is going to ask him, like, do you mind stepping over here? I don't want to start a scene. Just asking for a little trust. And he's going to...
I will let that persuasion check roll if that's to kind of step aside with you.
Wait, roll persuasion again?
No, like I said, let that persuasion you head roll.
Alright, because he's going to quietly pull out his water skin to his water and refill his jug. Say, it's the desert. Water carries more weight than gold, so
So you basically say stream to give him about a gallon, right?
yeah.
He kind of looks at you with his eyes kind of widen. Oh, I've heard of these things. You think these things are, apparently I heard they're cheaper in the big cities, but out here you can fetch a better price for them. Sadly, I could never afford one, even on my better salary over at the mines.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I reckon water's worth more than gold out here, but at the same time, you can't eat gold. You can't drink it either.
True.
At the very least, thanks for the information. Yeah, one good turn deserves another, I suppose.
Have all the gold in the world. If you don't have water, die like the rest of us.
Yep. See, that's something I can say amen to. And Victor's going to probably take... how far out is the mines from the town?
About 10-15 minutes.
Yeah, I think Victor's going to take a...
Everyone should be
wait.
wrapping up this, coming back. It's at the end of the day, so there's probably going to be no one out there at this time of night.
What do you say? Would they still be streaming in, or would they still be, or would they already be in the town by now?
They're probably coming back by now.
Victor's was gonna hop to it over to the most likely gate they're gonna be coming in at, and see if you can try and find somebody to get to talk about the treasure hunters.
Give
Like
me
where
an
they're most likely searching out the desert.
Yeah, give me an investigation check here too when you're doing the water thing.
Sure thing. Investigation. Not my best skill. 19.
Okay, now give me an Arcana check.
That I should hopefully be better. 12.
Okay, when you're pouring the water in there, you do notice him touch like a little glyph on it that you're pretty sure means like cold or chill.
Ah. Interesting.
And you do notice that this guy does have a little bit nicer jar than the rest of the people. So when he says you worked at the mines, you probably might been like, you can assume he's probably like an overseer, kind of a more in charge of stuff down there.
Yeah, that would make sense. So hence why there's a little bit more knowledge on this sort of thing. So good person to talk to. And probably not the one most likely to blab about good fortunes coming his way. Unless he needs to be stampeded for his freaking water skin. But yeah, on that point, like I said, Victor's going to be heading out to he's gonna be heading out to the nearest gate to where the miners will be coming in at, and just start seeing who he can strike up a chat with.
Okay, so
Like,
which...
specifically anybody who's like mumbling about treasure hunters coming through.
At this point, you're seeing mostly like women, children, kind of older people. So it's basically like this time of day. It's the people that aren't working the mines are getting their water. So there's pretty much no one's really talking about that right now.
Might have to head out there in the morning then.
But you do notice, you see, because you're kind of like, this area does have kind of like a small hill going upwards, so you can see a little bit more of the town here. Off in the distance, you can kind of see kind of a more rocky area that you can see what looks like a stream of people kind of heading towards town with from.
Okay.
Kind of nod in the direction the big new fort's being built at. It's on a different kind of like rocky, more stable part of the desert.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can clearly see what looks like the miners coming back from working. Do you wish to head off in that direction?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm also writing down notes, so sorry if I'm a little slow in the uptake.
So yeah, the mines look like they're kind of coming from the north part of town. The fort is on the east, clearly facing towards the Kingdom of Dragonsbane as a barrier for it.
That tracks, considering that's probably if Dragonsbane ever decides to make any incursions, it's going to come in that direction.
Yeah, because the peace treaty probably has about a year left before breaking it wouldn't be against the treaty.
Yeah. So yeah, so Victor's gonna head out to where like the miners stream in and just kind of start quietly chatting. Anybody who seems to seem like they know anything, he's going to offer food and drink over the end and to cover the expenses.
Okay, so as you're waiting there, you see a bunch of the people that are coming back from the mines. You see a lot of... You see the few dwarves here and there, but you see a lot of half-orcs. And the occasional human, stuff like that. A few of them, a couple orcs, the half-orcs and the humans are dressed in more, not like the minor equipment, they're more in like the nicer stuff, they're like the foremen and stuff like that are in charge of, displacing people, tracking stuff. See a few people that are kind of, their suit covers, so they probably work the foundries, breaking down the ores into usable material. You do see a couple people that look like chefs that look like they're probably in charge of doing food when they're there.
So, otherwise, they don't look like they're being ill-treated. They're just tired.
Yeah, but it's just people coming back from a long day at work. Working the mines.
So that's helpful to know. Like, no one seems to be in particular. No, like the gap between minor and the overseers are not like widened, like massive. I would say.
Yeah, you see it looks like a couple.
Just-
One of the overseers having a good general like chat with the one of the minor people. Goes, "Hey, your kid's doing good? Yeah. She's 6 now. You should see the cute little dance she does. It's great. You have to show me that one. Have her come over and play with my kids to show me that one day. That'd be great."
But yeah, but he's just kind of like tumbling a coin through his hand, just kind of like he's trying to be not exactly Idum's incognito per se. He's more just pretending to hang out as though he's waiting for somebody. He'd keep to himself, but he is kind of overseeing. Basically, he's waiting for someone to talk about the treasure hunters. That whoever's come through, and he'll stop waiting there once everyone's passed.
Not before everyone passes, you see one half-orc comes up to you and goes, "Buddy, I've been waiting for you. I'm glad you made it to town. Come on, come join me." As he kind of grabs you by the armor on the shoulder and kind of leads you down an alley.
Do I recognize this orc?
No.
Half orc?
Do you fight him or go with the flow?
I go with the flow.
So, how was the trip across the desert? I pray that you didn't run into our old purple worm friend on the way, did you?
No. Managed to sidestep him pretty handily. At least this time.
Ah, good. So, he can be a real man-eater, that guy, but as he kind of leads you down a couple paths and opens a door, and please, come in.
But he's keeping like very one hand sound near his gold. And like very conscious that this might be a trap. So he's gonna step in.
He kind of closed the door. So, Pyronix told me you were going to be coming to the city.
There it is.
Don't worry, I mean you no harm.
I mean, obviously, I'm soon given the eyes to pass. If you did, you would have made a move already.
Well, luckily for
Yeah.
you actually came by in the part of town close to where I live, so I can just bring you to my house.
Well, that puts me a little bit more at ease. So, what did Pyronix want? Little old me this today.
Well, she heard rumors of you coming here searching for an artifact of her father. Am I incorrect in assuming this?
No, you'd be right.
Ah,
I'm sure.
well, I don't have time to search for it being stuck working in the mines. She understands that, but I'm supposed to try to get information from people I can about the location of it, and if I can, get it for her. But with you here and you searching for it actively, I can focus more on other duties that I have around here.
Sounds like a win-win situation.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I should probably introduce myself. Forgive me. My name is Rug Flamesoul. kind of does a handshake to you.
Victor Falmont.
So does the
Pleasure to meet you.
and you do the shake back.
He does
You
the
know,
shake back.
Yep, it's you can tell this guy works in the mines. It's your bones are creaking from the amount of strain he's putting on you, but not enough that's gonna break them. But it's a good manly handshake.
He's got that firm handshake.
You know, it's
Yeah, I know what that feels like.
the Predator 2, you son of a bitch one.
Ah,
Either that or the Full Metal Armstrong and the Butcher handshake.
I'm seeing more of the butcher handshake. Well, like I said, yeah. Either way, it's however DM likes to roll of it. It's how Rogue decides to roll. Victor will follow suit. So, getting down to business though, Rock. I'm trying to figure out where it's already like covered ground.
Covered ground, well,
I said where the treasure hunters have already looked and found nothing.
a lot of the searching has been done around the mines themselves. Because we've been noticing we came across some cave, for the best way to describe it, that was almost like the walls were glass, where it got like a massive heat surge melted the desert itself. And we've been ever since we uncovered that. The people that were hit with it hit with a massive blast of heat and passed out. And now we've been finding spots of glass throughout the desert as the thing itself is moving.
It's moving. So is this thing alive? Or just animate?
We don't know. It could be that it's designed to move every so often to keep people from finding it. It's got a mind of its own. Or if something else has it that is moving it.
Alright, next question. Victor will pull out his map, or at least enough of the part that shows for Canopus that's on it, and start marking off like, okay, so here's the mines.
So yeah, basically you kind of go, yeah, so the mines and stuff are right here. There's multiple of them. I work in the more gemstone-y kind of mines, so there's not much heat in those typically. There's the iron mine here. Kind of points out there's kind of a gold mine over here. And they found it in this part of the gold mine here. It's kind of like slightly east-northeast of the city. And he kind of points out that, from what I recall, they found glass spots. And he kind of just points like south of the city, north of the city, west. Like, just they're kind of all over the place. There's no rhyme or reason for them.
Yeah, that's what Victor was trying to see if there's any kind of pattern. That's probably the most obvious one.
The only thing is, though, is the desert. The sand shifts, so there might be a pattern. We just haven't found it because we didn't find them in the order they were produced.
So as long as you note down like the ones that were last noted, or at least the general area, that gives them some clue. So there's no rhyme or reason. So there's gotta be a way of tracking this. Based on the skills we have.
From what we could tell, we do seem to notice them in a counterclockwise motion around the city. Could that be coincidence, or way it actually moves? We don't know.
So let's see. Where was the last one you remember hearing? Like glass shards were noted, like to the north, south, east, or west.
Kind of the southwest.
There's probably so hopefully it should be flowing back towards the east, up back towards where the mines are again. Roughly, that's not much to go on. But if it is circling the city in random spots, that's probably the first place. It's probably east, and then work our way towards the mines would be the smartest choice. But that's honestly, it's not the easiest parts is finding and doing whatever challenge or whatever trial it's going to want to present. Just tracking the damn thing is going to be the hard part.
Yes, we've had a few of the people come to town get lost in the desert during the day, and really only takes a day to get real bad out there, so you got to be careful. And I wasn't joking about that worm out there. You got to make sure not to run into him.
Yeah, I think you're the second person who's warned me about that.
It is part of the reason this area is so full of minerals. So it's been kind of a boon, but it's also, he'll eat people in a single bite.
Fantastic. Let's see. So, anything about these shards? Are they like magical in any kind of way, or they give off any particular arcane energy, or would you not know?
Just that when sand tends to get really hot, it turns into glass. So there's something in the area is heating the sand is super hot that it melted into a glass sphere of almost kind of shape.
In that case, we need something. I need tracking of heat. That's probably the most likely scenario. Let's see. Last question. You wouldn't happen to have one of those shards of glass on you, would you? That I left behind.
No, the things are about 10 feet in diameter. They're huge, so no.
So no one's gone over and tried to pick off a piece?
Probably, but I don't have any shards. It's just glass.
I mean, it's just glass. I get it's just glass, but...
Maybe some people start using it to start breaking out chunks to make something out of it, but no one's done that yet. Good idea, though. Should pass that along to someone.
Yeah, depending which end. I'm kind of making a contract to see whether there's any kind of like tracking magic based upon like would Victor know about, as long as you have a piece of what you have, it can help you locate something, and whether it be divine in nature or arcane. Before he goes starts asking the usual people.
Give me a Arcana check.
Granted, you might just be able to get a scroll if that's the case. 10.
Nothing comes to mind, unfortunately.
Well, it's either stop by a magic shop or talk to Neil there. Either way.
You were staying at the inn, I assume, correct?
Correct.
And your
The only
rest
inn
of your
in town.
group's there?
Yep.
Well, I can meet you there tonight and we can discuss this more. If you want to go see if you can get some more information as well.
Works for me. And he'll let him know which rooms they're in.
Which you don't know yet.
Yeah. Well, in that case, just ask for don't ask for Victor. Ask for what? Did we give him a false name? I forget.
Honestly, I
we
forget
did.
too.
Yeah, ask for Gnarl.
As he
Yeah.
kind of looks up at him and just like start doing the happy panting looking at him.
Good boy. But yeah, there's definitely someone in town I'm trying to sidestep, and heaven, I really do not need a foot race out in the desert. But it's only a matter of time before he gets involved. So
I will
basically
meet
if
you
you see
there.
at the back. If you see at the backseat around, black, he gives like Jason's general description. And yeah, he's not.
He
afraid.
kind of oh, that makes sense. I see why you want to avoid that guy. He's not happy with some tiefling that sent him on a wild goose chase out in the desert near Altair, and is yeah, that's you, wasn't it?
Victor just does his he's got that the smug smile that's on his profile. He's doing that just maybe.
Well,
I might have let game a little wild goose chase just to, possible.
well, the mistress did say that she would reward you if we were able to turn the artifact into me, which I will get to her when I can. So,
Excellent.
keep that in mind.
Will do.
And with that, we're gonna cut to Nildir.
Ooh.
So what was your plan for the day?
You said something about a magic shop, so that's where I was heading.
Okay, so yeah, as you walk kind of down the main thoroughfare, you see kind of the bazaar, people selling food, spices, rugs, clothing, stuff like that.
Drugs.
But you see this one
Did you say rugs or drugs?
rugs.
Okay, it sounded to me like you said drugs. But, okay,
There's
who's
probably
out here selling
drugs out there someplace too, but they're more back alley.
Agreed. Like, who's out here in the open just openly selling drugs?
Would you like some death sticks?
You
Like I
don't
said,
wanna
it's
sell
on the
me
main
death
thoroughfare.
sticks.
This place is
I don't
Want
understand
some old
death sticks.
spice?
the spice must flow.
Hmm.
The spice was flow. Anyway.
That is what the drug is called in the city, is spice, by the way.
Oh,
Just
so
to
that
hammer in
stand
those
you mentioned
references even
earlier-
more, why don't we?
The stand you mentioned earlier that was selling spices was also selling spice.
But yeah, you notice it because it sticks out pretty obvious because they want this place to be seen. This little more ornately designed building. It's got couple nice dome at the top, couple stained glass windows. The sign above it's just basically an eye that looks like it's milked, like it's painted, that's like milked over in white, like it's a unworking eye. As the sign below it says, the unseen eye. Seeing eye.
Okay, I thought you were saying that the store's name was basically. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go shop at basically.
So yeah, basically the place it radiates magic off of it too.
Magic man. Alright, I'm here to see magic, so I'm gonna go in the magic shop.
You open the door, you see a couple other people in here looking at some of the wares. You see a bunch of like potions and stuff on the wall, a few bins of like magic scrolls, see a bunch of other knickknacks and stuff all over the place, a bunch of pots. You see kind of a older looking, kind of hobbled, hunched over half orc with like an eye patch over his left eye, kind of going, "Ah, yes, welcome, youngin, welcome to the unseen eye. I take it you are another adventurer in search of that so-called artifact of the gods. Here, are you not?"
I would not be opposed to stumbling upon some treasure, but my purposes are for other business.
"Ah, yes, may not be here for that, but business is still business. What can I help you with?"
I see you have quite an impressive selection of wares. Can you tell me more about what you have?
"Ah, yes, yes. What kind of wares were you looking for? Stuff to protection? Deal with stuff that you don't like? Potions? Lots and lots of potions."
What do you have by the way of scrolls?
Scrolls. Oh, we have tons of them over here. So let me see. Yes. Running a little low on create water scrolls at the moment, but lots of people in town needing those right now. Let me see.
Would you have? You say low, but you didn't say sold out.
Yes,
Do you happen to
yes.
still have some on hand?
About 10 at the moment, but I'm having my assistant in back make more of them.
All right, I'll keep those in. I'll keep those in mind. I may like to procure one. What else do you have on hand?
Yes, let me look through. Like, what kind were you looking for? Damage? Helping?
I'm open to both utility as well as more hands-on.
Ah, yes, I got a fun one here. Kind of see one that's got kind of a Astra that's got like just another eye. One of my favorites, Arcane Eye. Or even the better version of it, Scrying.
All right.
If you want to mess with someone here, this was one of mine. I like doing this one. It's quite fun. If you want to screw with people, it's mislead. It's basically invisibility, but better.
I'm listening. Any others?
This one's always a fun one. One of my more fun ones, but it's going to cost you quite a bit of pretty penny. I got Globe of Invulnerability.
How much would you say you would charge for? I'm thinking 2 scrolls. How much would you charge for one use, a single scroll of create water and the scrying? Am I coming through?
Yep, just a second here. I'm trying to
Just
remember what the
checking.
thing is. It says like the prices. In the wrong book. Okay, okay, this will work.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna cost you about 5,000 for the scrying one and 100 for the gold, for the great water. I think maybe I looked at the wrong one. What level scrying again?
Crying is a 5th level divination.
Okay, so that'd only be 4,000. But the create water is a pretty simple one, so that's only, like I said, 100 gold.
I think, on second thoughts, I think I'll just go with the one roll of the create water.
Very well, that'll be 100 gold.
And I will do so. I'll pay him 100 gold.
Any potions you were looking for? I know I do have plenty of cure wounds potions.
Tempting. However, thank you for the offer, but I shall not be needing those at the moment. He'll just do a little light glow with his hand, kind of basically symbolize that he can cure his own wounds.
It's not many. Because is your spell book visible?
Yes.
Not many types of your kind can know how to do the healing magic. I've met a few in my day, but they are few and far between.
True, it's not very common, but luckily I have it at my disposal.
Well, never hurts to have one on hand in case you can't. If you're, there's things called anti-magic fields. I just suppose those render the potions worthless too.
Yes, most likely, so it wouldn't really help me much in that situation. But I shall definitely keep your other wares in mind, but for now, he'll take the scroll. You have a good night, sir.
Yes. May the desert winds blow you to cool safety.
You as well, and he'll walk out of the shop.
Anything else you'd like to do then, Nildir?
Not really, unless there's anything I'd encounter or run into, or anyone I'd encounter or run into on my way back.
Give me a perception check.
Perception? Yeah. 11.
At one point, you think you see someone jumping across the roofs of buildings looking for stuff, but you're not sure.
Fair enough. That's all for me.
Okay, Mountain Blood, you are up.
Okay, so while everyone else was doing their thing above game, I was just doing a quick little recap on what I was trying to remember to do, and it sounded like I was heading towards the tavern. So that's where I will be, just to hear of any name drops or rumors I've heard throughout. What was the name of the tavern?
The Canary's Song. It's the same. It's also the inn. So you'll when you get there, you'll see Lyric playing some songs off kind of the corner of the thing, and you see a few patrons kind of sitting there drinking around and stuff.
So then I'll just look around for a little bit and see if there's anyone that may possibly jump out at me. As a not the tavern, maybe not a normal tavern patron.
Give me a perception check.
$15.
Yeah, you see in like one of the booths a very familiar Abaxi, kind of like a Black Panther one that's now his face on one side is scarred over and burnt.
Do I recall a name by chance?
Give me a history check.
Jeez. 6.
Nope.
Okay, so does the tabaxi look like they're having a drink or have something with them by chance?
They're sitting there with a couple other people having a drink, yes. Now,
Okay.
I'm going to see if he notices you.
Be kind of hard not to.
Once you walk in there and you make eye contact him with his one good eye, he just slams his drink down. Says, "It once was possible. Now I'm mad." Kind of gets up and walks over to you. You.
What?
You got some nerve showing your face in front of me again after what you and your leader did.
You're the one to talk. Look at you.
And whose fault is that? It's Victor's fault. He sent me on some wild, dumbass goose chase and almost got me killed.
Yeah, but you have lived to tell, haven't you? How did that go, by the way?
Points at his face. Are you stupid? You must be stupid or something.
It's possible. I just haven't been checked for it.
Okay. Please tell me you're not here for the Incendium artifact.
Who says I am and who says I am not? I'm just here for a drink, that's all.
Roll for, performance.
$27.
Barkeep, can I have something stronger, please? Yeah, I'll get you a good whiskey. Thank you. Put it on my room.
I was going to say, I can cover the cost for him as an apology on behalf of the party.
So do you tell him that?
I say that out loud to the bartender. Like, yeah, I'll cover it as a way of apologizing. for
I
not
don't
getting
want
you
his
killed.
charity.
So, it's like, mind if I join you with your crew there? I'd like to know
No.
more. No? Fair enough. So then I just
At least your
go ahead and...
friend Bard is making this a little less tolerable with her music.
Oh, Lyric made it, huh? I just...
I
Look
can't.
and
He's
wait.
rubbing his temple right now. I just can't with you.
Okay. Well, trying to make at least your day today a little bit less painful. me just check something quick.
Leave me be. He kind of shushes you off.
Fair enough. I'll just head over towards Lyric and ask her if she's heard anything.
Lyric, you have not heard anything because you've been too busy playing.
So I just asked, it's like, were you just waiting on the rest of the party to show up?
Kinda.
Are you able to get rooms booked?
Yes.
I believe you had 3 booked, 2 doubles and a single.
Here. Yep.
Who is in the doubles and who is in the single?
I think it was implied the single was for Mountain Blood because he's such a big guy.
Yeah, so I think they had rooms with 3 beds and a couple of rooms with 2 beds. And just crunch them together according to the recap.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's probably
Well,
what I
if you-
said.
If you had the single, then one of the doubles is for Lyric and the female companion we picked up along the way, which probably means that Nildir would be with Victor then as last room.
Yep. I bet that's what they were talking about.
I just wanted to make sure I had the logistics all settled out.
So the bartender comes up to you, Mountain Blood. So, what can I get for you, big guy? Keep in
what
mind,
you
this
got available?
he's a half-orc, but he's about as tall as you.
My, it's
A
been
little
while since
shorter,
this
but
is-
still almost up to your height.
I'm gonna say it's been a while since I've had someone stand up to me and almost meet me eye to eye.
It's actually been a while since I've seen someone taller than me, so all in good times.
Yeah, I just kind of like hold out my hand just as kind of a friendly gesture.
He shakes it back.
What do you got on hand?
So not many of the non-orcish people around here can handle this, but we got some special orc shine that's brewed by some orcs out in the desert.
I raised my eyebrows a little bit. Orc shine, huh? I don't think I've ever had that before.
Not many people outside of Canopus here have.
Mind if I try one of those?
Honestly, it wasn't kind of legal until the Empire took over, so it's nice I actually get to serve it in here without having to lie about it.
Why would you have to lie about that?
Well, Old Kingdom didn't like orcs being able to, the orc people, half-orcs being able to do business and stuff like that. We weren't looked upon very kindly.
Well, I'm glad gates have opened up for you. The marketplace has improved.
Yeah, it wasn't fun to have war on our doorstep, but it's honestly been better for us since the Empire took over for a lot of the orc people around here.
So business has definitely opened up since then.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, just give me a round of that orc shine. That sounds
Very well.
appealing.
He brings back kind of a stein of it. It's a little cloudy, not the clearest alcohol you've ever seen. It smells like it could strip paint off stuff, but it's got a nice strong smell to it.
Ooh.
Can't quite place what it's made out of, but this'll put hair on your chest.
Give it just a quick, small little swirl, and then give her a taste.
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
27.
Oh yeah, this is the good stuff. This will you're able to get it down, but man, it's this is something that you'd a couple of these, and it's even you are gonna go night pretty quick.
Oh, that's the stuff. That hits good.
And you get it down with no problem.
I feel so warm on the inside. I guess I just can't wait it out until everyone else shows up.
You want to try round 2? The bartender goes to you after a bit.
I think I'll wait till
Everyone in the bar is going, do it, do. Everyone but Jinx's table is like, that's in here is cheering you on to do it.
It's like I should probably wait.
Do it, do it, do
What?
it, do it. Because there's gotten to be a few more people in here. Basically, everyone is like cheering at you to do it.
Smile kind of goes across my face. I'm like, yeah, let's go. Let's have another one.
The crowd erupts into the bar erupts into cheers. The bartender goes, "Hey, Missy," to you, Lyric. Got any good, really up-tempo songs to play for this?
Did we lose him?
Lyric, were you there?
What's up?
The bartender's asking if you have any like good up-tempo, like fast-paced songs, like to amp everybody up.
It's a good Irish drinking song.
Lyric holds up a finger, and she just starts going. Just starts to beatbox.
You kind of couldn't.
Everybody dance now.
Okay. Okay.
There's a 24 performance on that, by the way.
Okay. So he brings you another kind of stein of it. Chug it. You follow suit and chug it, Mountain Blood.
Yes, I do.
Okay, give me another con save.
Alright.
With disadvantage.
Ooh, 12.
12.
That's bad.
Okay. You just pour it back. Everyone's like kind of going. Other than Lyric playing, everybody dance now. Just falls silent. You slam it down. You let out the longest belch you've ever done in your life. You are drunk at this point, but you are still standing. What do you say?
No more. That was good, but no more.
And everyone just bursts out cheering.
Hold on.
Okay.
Lyric is going to subtly sleight of hand a spell. This is an 11 as she casts that onto Mountain Blood.
Okay. As the bartender starts clapping. It's been a while since someone's done that. He hands you, fumbles around in like a little pocket on his apron, hands you a button that says, "I survived the, what did I call it? The Orc Shine Challenge." Basically, I've only had a few people make it through that without passing out of drinking two glasses of that. But congratulations. Legally, I can't sell you another glass of that tonight now.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be good for a little bit. Maybe just stick with a nice light ale. I'm good.
Fair enough.
And a water.
That's probably a good idea.
Feeling toasty.
So basically, everyone's just over the course of the few next hour or so. A lot of the patrons, like some of the half orcs, the humans, are all coming up and like giving you pats on the back. You're the man, man.
Nice wave. You know, she's like, thank you, thank you. I'm here for next couple days.
The whole time, Jinx and the people sitting with his table are just kind of like glaring at you, like they're not happy.
I just give him a small little salute, you know, with a smirk. Oh.
He kind of rolls his eye and just goes back to drinking his drink.
Does he do anything other than roll his eyes? Like maybe just like a cheese kind of smirk or anything?
No, just he clearly doesn't like you.
She doesn't like you. I don't like you either.
Good thing we're not wanted men.
So after a little bit, where were you going after talking to Werg, Victor?
Hmm.
Or Rug, I forgot I pronounced his name. W-R-U-G.
Yeah.
Rug.
Victor first was going to stop on the magic shop.
Okay, so yeah, we'll have you jump over to the magic shop then. You did see it before while looking through the city, but like I described as before, kind of a really gaudy looking building, stained glass windows, kind of a dome to the top. You see that same half orc running it. Kind of that eye patch over him. He's got gray hair for an orc, kind of hunched over. Basically kind of walks like Yoda with the walking stick.
Question.
Answer.
Which direction was he coming from? I didn't know if we'd crossed paths at any point as he's going there and I'm leaving there.
You would not cross paths.
Got it.
Because you would have been coming from more kind of north, and the inn would be south of where you were, so. And I assume you're going straight to the inn after you're done with the magic shop, right, Eldir?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah.
It's
You just
just
wouldn't
not-
cross paths.
Okay, yeah, it's just kind of hard to tell when we're just looking at the map of the Empire and we don't have any form of reference for the place we're in.
Yeah, I should have made a map for it, but I forgot to. That was my bad. I'll probably make one for next time so we have it. Ah, yes, come in, Mr. Ooh, don't see many of your kind around here that often.
Evening's not a common sight. That's a shame.
So yes, what can I do for you? I assume you're tracking artifact stuff. Am I wrong?
Correct. I was hoping to find if you have any spells of scrying. A scroll or something.
Ah, it is your lucky day. I just had some half-elf looking for it earlier, but he must not have had the money to purchase it, but I hope you do. It is, fortunately, it's, higher level spell, not easy to come by. It takes a lot of work to make this scroll for it, but he hands you one. It's 4,000 gold.
That's rough. 4,000 say. Let's see. Victor persuade him to knock it down a bit. Sound like he's gonna lead the arguments. He's gonna lead the discussion along the lines of, "You're probably not gonna get that many people coming in with willing to spend that kind of money."
Well, I am always willing to make barter, but that elf did not seem to want to do that.
All right then, let's barter.
Yes. What can you offer me to lower the price?
Let's see. What does Victor have? Let's see, what would he be interested in? See, I'm not giving up my that flask. That's staying with me. That's too useful. Pocket sand. Well, there's plenty of sand here for that one. He does have a bag of holding. But spice that has never been taken back from him. He has a spare.
Ah, yes, one of those. That would could always sell that for a pretty penny. I'd be willing to lower it down to 3,000 with that bag included.
Alright, so I'm gonna mark that off. Specifically, it's the one that used to have the dungeoneering supplies. Specifically, in case you're looking at my inventory for any reason. Let's see anything else I can use to knock that price down with. Daisy here does not mind the sell. Would you be able to use a scroll of plant growth?
What level is that spell again?
I forget, actually. Let me go find out.
Level 3.
Level 3? I could knock 500 off for that. That's one that would, the desert is more valuable here than it would be other places.
In that case, you have a deal, good sir. So 1,500 knocked off. So 1,500. 1,500 knocked. 3,500.
You're gonna take that out of
So
the guild funds or
25.
personal?
No, Victor will pay this personally.
Okay.
So he does have the money for that. It says 2,500. So, good sir, I do believe you have a deal.
Yes, he hands you the scroll, takes the money and your other scrolls. Bag.
Yeah.
It's an interesting sword you have there, buddy. Hey, I see it.
Uh-oh.
We're just going to cock an eyebrow a bit.
Because you do have mayhem displayed, right?
Correct.
Okay. I do not wish to buy it. I just only wish to see it. It's odd. I've never seen a sword like that before. Well,
You
saw a dagger like it not long ago, but
Victor will show him a sword, and it will require a dagger. You say?
yes, some lady was here not too long ago before the adventurers looking for that artifact came in town. Just stocked up on a few potions and other basic scrolls. She didn't let me see it. Said it was too precious to her. It was her father's. Where did you have this sword made?
I wouldn't say I had it made. It came from. No, it came from more or less. I found out my adventures.
Ah,
Apparently, it's a mutual acquaintance of ours.
you
The
let him
person
hold the
dagger.
sword?
Yeah, let him touch the sword.
As he touches it, he kind of, his one eye that's still good kind of like rolls back into the back of his head as he stands there.
Uh-oh.
For a second, but then he snaps back in. I see. I see. No wonder she didn't let me touch it.
We'll go on, but did you
He hands you back 1,000 gold.
Ooh.
Anything to help a scion of my god. And he hands you a couple of potions of cure wounds as well. Let me see which one's here.
Yeah, is it minor or is it? Ah, there it is.
Potions of healing. 2 graders.
Ooh.
I was told there may be one coming. His scion will be coming. Please follow me in back. As he kind of goes and locks the door.
Victor will follow. As he said, too superior.
Greater, not superior.
Greater? Okay.
Yep. I have this here. Oh, I have your aliases here. Yeah, Gnarl, Mary Poppins, and Celine. Forgot I wrote that note down.
Great Guardians of the Galaxy reference.
He kind of has this in back. There's this weird pulsating orb of magic. He said if I was ever to meet one of the scions, they were to use this. That is all he told me. All they told me, because he speaks in chaos. Now it is time to fulfill a covenant that my family has been trying to do for years. I thank you for finally coming, my liege.
Victor will just do a slight bow. And he says, so I'm just supposed to, what, touch the orb?
I don't know.
Victor
You
will
feel that
touch the
same
orb.
pulse coming from the sword.
I'll touch the pulse of the, from Mayhem, you say?
Yes.
Okay, let's see how this plays out.
So what are you doing exactly?
So Victor's going. He said it was an orb, and that's just pulsating alongside the sword, correct?
Yep. You can't tell what the orb's made out of, though.
Victor will approach the orb, and he'll have his sword drawn and just kind of give it a tap
With the sword?
with the sword.
Okay, as you tap it, the sword just seems to be drawn into the orb and goes inside of it as... Give me a dex saving throw here.
Ooh. So I don't get drawn into it, I assume?
You'll see.
So it's saving throw.
Yep.
Fantastic. Let's see how this goes. 19.
As you
see that
let
point.
go Mayhem, it's just this like electric sparks start to shoot around it. As the orb stops pulsing and disintegrates, and Mayhem just kind of falls to the ground.
Victor will go pick up Mayhem and just kind of brush it off while trying to make mental contact. Like, yay, May, you okay?
As you
Mayhem.
hear in your head, yes, I am... Good. That was... interesting. That old man, I don't know where he got that, but it imbued me with lightning.
Sounds like our mutual benefactor has set a few things in place for us.
Yeah,
So,
basically,
I'm guessing,
you now can switch it to have deal lightning damage at a long rest instead of whatever damage you have it doing right now.
I think I have it doing acid at the moment.
I believe so, but I haven't had you fight many lightning things and don't have any plans in the future, so I'll give you that chance to do that this way.
Yep, I'll just have to make a note of it. somewhere, wherever I got the other one at. What's in it?
As you notice that, like kind of like the on like the hand, the guard, and like the hand grip part, the thorns on it seem to be glowing a. What would be a good kind of like a. What would be the good color to describe acid damage? Green would be poison. Say acid, it's kind of glowing, kind of like a brown color to them.
A brown color. Yeah.
So basically, if you swatch it to cold, it'd be white. Lightning's going to be yellow. Just nice flare to it to make the weapon a little bit more noticeable what it's doing as it evolves. It gets more powerful.
Okay. Neat.
So the weapon is growing more powerful. It was a. Something tells me I feel better giving it to you than to her.
Yeah. Glad to be of service.
Yes, yes.
Be of service, yeah, and that she didn't get a hold of this.
Then again, hers, the kind of points to the now kind of more pinkish colored diamond in your pommel. Hers was more blood red than yours was there.
Yeah, you definitely want to give her a wide berth. She has no. Yeah, actually, I'm not gonna tell you. The less you know about it, the better. Just she's not kind people. She has no qualms about taking a life.
I will not ask her to see her dagger if she comes in again.
That would be for the best.
I know the old king used to has a hammer that's very similar to this. I've been told there is a fourth one somewhere as well.
But thankfully, that one is also safe for now. It would be a spear, last I checked.
No, it's a quarterstaff.
Of course, that's right. Yeah, it's quarterstaff. So I forget what the other one was. I think it was poison. Was there a cold or poison?
So yeah, your sword right now can do acid, cold, poison, or lightning damage as a d6.
Oh, acid. That's cold. Yeah. Hold on. Acid, lightning, acid. It ain't cold. Yeah, that was the thing I was looking for. Because I do not see it anywhere in my notes. I wrote that down. No, new note.
Well, I should probably get the store back open, and we should get back in the main front before people start to question what's happening.
Correct. That makes sense to me. Thank you for your time. Quick question. It's just imbued with lightning. It's still at +1, correct?
Yes, it hasn't gotten to +2 quite yet.
Okay.
You need to kill a few more things before that to happen.
Okay. So Victor will thank the shopkeeper for his services before
Yes.
heading back to before achieving mayhem and heading back to the tavern. And whatever.
And the next time you see my lord, please tell him that Otiros has done his bidding, as his family was asked.
Altiris?
Otiros.
R
Here, I'll put it in chat.
Yeah, I'm losing it. Thank you. Oh, Tyros. There you go.
And with that, do you head back to the bar?
Yep.
Okay, give me a perception check as you walk in.
Do I see that jackass in the corner? 12.
Yes, you do see him.
Does he see me?
That is the 5th 19 I've rolled today.
Oh, joy.
So yeah. He immediately sees you,
He
walks up
eyes.
to you.
What was that?
What was that?
I would say, yeah, we've locked eyes.
Yeah, and he just looks at you. You are lucky I ran into you in a bar where I can't do anything about you. But pray, if you are searching for the same thing I am, we run into each other, pray I'm with other people.
Let's see what.
Because your stupid little joke got me looking like this, points to his scarred face, and almost got me killed and ruined my reputation back in Altair. I am a laughing stock now.
Everybody gets knocked down a peg eventually. Hey, same for you, same for me. But I suppose that goes. I suppose that's what happens when someone goes mentally in my. Better yet, let's walk away from this and leave it be. Be a real shame if more than some. Be a real shame if something else were to happen. Bigger things at play and all. And Victor would just give him a wink and just go to the bar and go get himself a drink.
Whoa, what happened to you?
Yeah, about the same time I'd say Nildir would be walking into.
I figured I'd probably have been there before because I left the magic shop.
Yeah, you would have been there
on the
before,
back.
but you did not meet this guy before, so. 'Cause I don't think you
Yeah.
were in the party when they were in this other city, correct?
Nope.
Because, yeah, I'll just say you've been sitting with Mountain Blood, listening to Lyric perform.
So the question would remain of, whoa, what happened to you?
Oh, your little friend here gave me some bad information that led me into some crypt or something of incendium, and I got scarred by some of his stupid flunkies in there, and after he had already cleared out the treasure from there.
Sounds like a very Victor thing to do.
As you're saying that, you see an arm get wrapped around Jinx. Oh, come on, friend. If it wasn't for me, you would be dead. You know I work for him, right? As Electra's kind of shoved up on him. No one saw her come in. Me and my friend Nalethotep saved your life, and you know it. And he's the one that sent me there. He kind of smiles at him.
So he just looks kind of burned, kind of a little crispy, right?
Yep, basically his
Very
one
crispy.
side is and his eye is basically scarred over from flame.
So nothing some healing would do?
This would need greater restoration.
Do I have? I may have something, but I don't think I have greater. Alas, I was just gonna walk up and slap him with a cure wounds to the face.
That's a 5th level spell, so yeah, no. I don't
I
even know.
have 5th level spells, I just don't have
It's not-
that one.
Ah.
I know it doesn't say that it cures scarring, but I'd say greater restoration would cure scars.
There's also the fact that depending on what gave the scar, it might be godly magic. The highs of divine, so I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe
it
that's
was
not
fire
really
from the temple that's actually in the astral plane of fire.
So by the way,
I'm still gonna
What?
do this anyway, just for the fun of it. Just kind of crack his neck, kind of walk up, kind of look at the burns. All right, okay. All right. Just kind of do a little Mr. Miyagi, kind of rub his hands together, and then smack right to the face with like the radiant energy on his hand. Won't get rid of the scarring, but that should help take a bit of the edge off.
He just kind of grumbles and walks away. Great, he's got another idiot on his payroll.
No, I did imbue that with the cure wounds, though.
Yeah. So, boss, Electra goes, what'd you find out?
we'll be having a guest shortly. We should enjoy ourselves before he gets here, and then we
A
can
guest, you say?
all
Yes.
be revealed. Ran into a friend.
Soldier friend?
And Victor just gave like a sly wink and just like, you'll have to wait and see. Let's just
Farewell,
say,
barkeep. Electra goes, I want to try some of that orc shine that I've heard so much about.
Oh, it's good.
I'll try some too. Give me a pint of that.
Okay. Both of you, well, I don't have to say both of you because that's an NPC. I can roll hers, but give me a Constitution saving throw, Victor.
Watch out.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Don't fuck up. Don't fuck up. 17.
Yeah, you need a 20 to pass this.
Ooh. Oh, that's strong.
Yeah.
Get you.
You're drunk now.
Woo.
Let me roll for Electra.
Ooh.
Yeah, she passes. Let me double check what her actual. I'm blanking on what her thing is, but it's high enough it should be.
Is Lyric still playing?
Yes, Lyric is still playing.
Okay, she's going to again do a sleight of hand spell. So that sleight of hand is a 19, and she's going to lesser restoration Electra if she looks like
No,
she's
she
drunk.
does not need it. She passed.
Okay,
Yeah,
she's
Victor,
gonna
he's
hold that in case she starts looking like she's drunk. Does that sound okay?
Yeah.
Forget Victor. Just gotta make sure.
Yeah, forget Victor, I guess.
Girls Club.
Kind of pounds down.
Wait.
Also, they're sharing. Lyric's sharing a room with her. She doesn't want her drunk vomiting all over the place.
No,
That'd
that's,
be more
that's
fun.
true.
Barkeep, another.
I'd shout out, I did it.
Well, you don't feel drunk. I lesser restorationed all your poison away.
I just
Look,
just go,
one's
"Yes,
enough
I
for
know.
me.
Thank you.
Don't want-
I'm-
Oh,
One's
wow.
enough for me.
content. Thank you.
That's pretty strong.
As she downs the other
Oh
one.
yeah.
Ooh, boy.
Ain't it good?
My dad and sister would probably have. Well, not my dad. He could drink town dry and not be drunk, but my sister would have trouble with that. I better. Yeah, could I do one more? Bartender goes, sorry. Town law, I can't sell to people more than 2 in one day. You're actually the most sober person I've ever seen after 2 of those. Really? Cool. He hands him the
Yeah.
button. Oh, I'm gonna have to show this to.
twins.
How much what? How much was the? How much was the ale? Was the moonshine? Okay.
2 gold a bottle or thing.
I feel.
I'd get a
You know,
keg.
I feel good. So he's gonna put down 4 gold, 1 for Electra.
Victor, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing fine. I'm gonna go rest a bit.
Sure.
Get some. He's gonna go. He's gonna grab some. He's gonna grab some rations.
As you're
Have some
saying
bread
that,
and nuts.
um,
To kind of.
Werg walks in, kind of sits down, a rug. Ah, greetings, Victor. These must be your companions, then.
Yeah. Shit.
Yep. Cheers.
Give me another.
Well-
Before we go on, just give me another performance check, Lyric.
Waiting.
Did you hear me, Wimpy?
Oh, I'm sorry, I accidentally hit my mute button again.
Ah.
It was a 2 on the dice, which means it's a 15.
15. So apparently, this time of the day, people are a little less giving. So only made 10 more gold since last time. But so you're the people looking for that, huh?
Correct.
No,
Also,
you would have been
can I get
correct.
Marky, can I get some bread and some beer nuts, please? Oh, and some water. I need to get sober real quick.
Yes, I can do that for you. He hands you, brings out a loaf of bread with some butter and some smoked nuts.
Giggity.
And Victor will. I'm assuming he's gonna throw out the rest of his 5 silver he seems to be hanging on. Just that's. It's not that it's not much, but it's also just bread and peanuts. Smoked peanuts. So.
Oh, the water is actually a gold.
Ah. 5 silver. Sorry, 5 silver pieces and a gold.
Okay.
Jesus, that's if you got desert down. So before we begin, we should probably go someplace a little more private. This Victor's just kind of saying between mouthfuls. Well, not mouthfuls, just like between chews. No, I can't talk today. He's got enough wherewithal to say, let's not do this out in public.
Very well, we can go back to one of your rooms.
That's the spirit.
Wait, so this is the bartender?
No, this is the orc that's the half-orc that's a worshipper of Pyronics. I don't remember if
so
you
the
met
one that he
her.
met
Yeah,
at
you weren't.
the place. At the magic shop.
No, this is a different one. This is the Victor is the only person that's met this guy before.
Okay.
Come on, let's go back and go recount some old tales. I have much to tell about me, my band of merry men,
What?
and
He's
Victor would
strong.
just kind of clap hands around like his Mountain Blood, Electra, and Neil Deer and Rug, just like, come on. I'm sure no one wants to hear my old war stories.
Lyric, do you want to cast Lesser Restoration on Victor now? Because it looks like Electra's not drunk.
This could be fun.
How
though.
poor does Victor look?
Is he fumbling and stumbling or not?
He's not like getting in trouble
is he
drunk in public.
thrashed?
He's not
Yeah, how
thrashed,
drunk
but
am
he's
I? With a 19. Actually, 17.
what's the best way?
Has he got a good buzz going?
He's got a good buzz going and is starting to slightly slur his words, but he's not gonna like fall
Like, is
and
he
stumble
gonna-
around.
Is he gonna have a hangover in the morning?
I will make him roll for it.
Let me put it this way. Do you want me to do a performance check? Because Victor will be playing up how drunk.
I was gonna say he's fine if he walks, but if he just has to run, he'll start hitting things.
I still didn't hear a yes or a no.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, he's gonna try and he's kind of pretend he's a little bit more drunk than what he is. He's had worse.
Mhm.
23.
Yeah, you pretend to be way more drunk than you are.
Yeah. You want to help? Man, why did they put in that stuff? It's
I wish
really
to see
good.
through his bluff.
All right, so here's the thing. My insight is actually one of the worst things that I have. That's a 7 on my dice. Do I think he needs to go to like a medic or like an alchemist to get his blood drawn and purified?
It's hard. He's to the point where he's probably going to be hungover. What you think he's going to be super hungover in the morning, but not so bad that he needs medical attention.
I wish to see through his bluff to
Okay,
see if he's
roll your
actually
insight.
You roll your insight.
Let's go. 16.
Yeah, that orc shine really messed Victor up. You've never seen him this drunk before.
Oh. Cool. This should be fun.
Okay, Survivor, you've sown these seeds.
Do as your heart tells you.
So which room are you going to go back to? Lyric and Electra's room, Victor and Nilia's room, or Mountain Blood's room?
Mount Blood's room.
Are you not going back to your room?
No, Victor's trying to pull a fast one, just in case. So he's going back to Mountain Blood's room.
All right, buddy. We'll get you to sleep this off. You'll be fine. It's like a few pats on the shoulder. Proud of you.
So yeah, you all make it back to Mountain Blood's room.
Victor's still holding. As soon as they get into the room and close the door, Victor's just going to down the rest of the water. Her slap his cheeks, kind of recover himself. He's gonna sober up more than what you thought he was. All right, hopefully, Jinx, any sort of his little cronies, doesn't come poking around while we talk. And Victor's just going to take a sit on Mount Blood's bed. All right, Rug, you wanna? I'm probably only remember half this in the morning, but you want to tell them what you told me?
So yeah, he'll explain to everyone the situation of finding the glass stuff from, they believe, what's causing the artifact, how it's like randomly going in that counterclockwise around the city. They're finding spots of like glass orbs in the desert where the thing, whatever it is, goes off.
Yeah, so my idea, oh jeez, that was strong stuff. My idea is that if we don't find whatever's creating it, basically around this area, we can at least catch it when one of these glass formations form. And then we can do some scrying and see if we can trace it out. And that should at the very least, and then hopefully when we catch it, go through one of those trials we'll probably be put through. So that's gonna be fantastic.
What are we trying to draw out?
Well, if it's anything like the last artifact, we're probably gonna go through a trial to reclaim its power.
Well, like being.
So what do you need scrying for?
Basically, no one knows where these things are forming or what's forming it.
The
And
artifact?
Well, the artifact, obviously, but the thing is that it's moving. So it's
What's
either being
moving the artifact?
yes, that and whatever's creating the glass formations.
Question above. Do we all know about the glass formations or just Victor?
The half-orc you just met, Rug, explained it to you.
Okay.
Basically, everything he told Victor has now been told to the group present.
Got it.
So we're all in Mountain Blood's room. It's not just Mountain Blood and Victor.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
everyone went back here to discuss this stuff.
I was under the impression that it was just Victor and Mountain Blood.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure Rug would explain he's a acolyte of Psionics.
Yes, he did explain that
Okay, so
when he got back to the room.
And that's the deity for the thing we're looking for, right? The artifact.
The artifact is
daughter
actually up
of-
in Cindium. Pyronyx is his daughter.
So what's not half god? What's the semi deity? The
Demigod.
demigod. That was it. Couldn't quite remember the.
But she's
terminology.
gotten worshippers where she's starting to actually get radiant power, where she could, if you can somehow find like her father, she can usurp his actual title as god.
Yeah.
So she's reclaiming power.
There's also she's not particularly happy how Dad's doing things.
Yep.
Would I know anything about pyronics or phyronics?
No, because she wasn't born technically when you were in your time.
So relatively young demigod.
Yeah.
Got it. Huh.
But you would
I
know of
remember-
Incendium, the god of fire.
I know Incendium, but Pyronic names just doesn't is unfamiliar to me.
Borg will go, yes, because she was, well, he wouldn't know you from the past. Well, she's not well known. She's the daughter of Incendium.
Doesn't
She's
know
just starting
Incendium had a
to
daughter.
gain... What was that?
Yeah, the party knows. This random guy doesn't know Nilders from the past.
Yeah.
He would say, I didn't know Incendium had a daughter.
Not something everybody knows. Sometimes gods don't let people know that they have kids so they're not easier targets to, you know, blackmail them or piss them off.
The more you know.
Understandable.
Yeah, I was trying to pick up a scroll of scrying earlier at the magic shop, but whew, that price.
Yeah,
Because you can't-
some of the shops
Yeah.
around town have been upping their prices because of the adventurers, because, you know, they can make money. Unfortunately, that's kind of led to a Baron kind of doing more water rationing. That's been kind of annoying, but never liked that guy.
Yeah, I was just going to pick it up and add it to my spell book.
Maybe you can find an aftermarket one.
Maybe. I did pick up this, and he'll pull out the scroll of create water.
But before you could
Yeah,
say
one
that,
of
the Rug was going to say something, and you kind of interrupted. But
Oh, sorry.
he did say, yeah, I don't know how that guy managed to stay in power between the regime changes
Regime.
when it went from the kingdom to the empire.
Yeah, that was a rather rough transition when the Empire first started.
When it first, speak like if you were there when it was founded, man. This was just 4 years ago.
Mountain Blood remembers that he's got the book of 1 to 100 years of Empire, if I got that right. So he kind of opens it up.
Yeah, like basically the history of the first 100 years of the empire.
Yeah.
Didn't know it took that long for the regime change to reach out here to the east.
Well, you do know that there was another war 4 years ago where this city was annexed into the empire. So this
Yeah.
city's only been in for like 4 years.
Fair.
Yeah, the old people weren't the kindest to the half-orc population like me around here. They were treated subhuman, basically, essentially slaves.
Some bard got around to him.
I didn't take part of it, but there was a revolt amongst them that kind of helped swing the war in the favor of the Empire. I don't know the details of it. I just stayed in the mines all the time.
Nose to the grindstone.
It's where I met another soldier that got lost in them and told me about Pyronics. How I became a follower of her.
Oh, really? Who was a soldier? Call.
I
Kind of
don't
curious.
remember his name. I think he unfortunately died in battle a few days later in the final battle of the war.
That's a shame. Victor will take in her bite of his bread and peanuts, and her swig of water.
Anyway, so the plan I think you guys should focus on is try to be in kind of the northeastern part of the city here to try to find the next place that shows up.
Yeah.
Now, the one thing we don't know is if they show up if it'll show up in the same spot it's been before or not.
Yeah, from what I heard, what you were telling me, it's it's mostly at random, and we can't get a straight idea of where it would show, where exactly it would show up next, or it's covering the same spots. Only that it's moving counterclockwise.
I know I'm not able to, but maybe you could try to speak with Ironics. Maybe she might have some insight into this that no one else can glean with her connection to her father.
Worth a shot. She she helped she helped me out in the past. I don't see any reason. I don't see any reason why she would turn me down now. Assume, assuming I can make a stable connection.
Well, all you can do is try.
I'm not. Never been one for prayer. But worth a shot at this point.
Sometimes it's all you can do.
Other than that, that's pretty much the plan. The quote unquote easier part should be the whole challenge. But again,
the
it's
trial.
the trial. Yeah, that's gonna. Like right now, it just seems like the big the big problem is finding the damn thing to initiate it. And so far, no one's had any luck. So hopefully, we get to it first. And then Victor will lean in closer and like kind of have that move to kind of give the motion light to be very quiet. And before he does, he's just gonna check the door and make sure nobody's listening outside.
Okay,
So Mr.
give
DMG,
me
is
a
Victor knows anybody like
give
he's
me a
gonna be
perception
trying
check
to
to see if you can
crack
notice
the-
anything.
Hmm?
Give me a perception check to see if you can notice anything.
Yeah, he's not gonna actually open the door. He's just gonna try to pick up some perception. $23.
You hear
Flat
faint
23.
breathing on the other side of the door.
What was that?
You hear faint breathing on the other side of the door.
Does door swing inward or outward?
Outward.
Need some help? Do you hear something?
I don't know. It's nothing. And Victor is going to swing the door open and grab whoever is there and pull them in, hoping to catch them off guard.
Okay, roll to hit, please.
I say if you swing it out, it's gonna hit them.
I thought it swung in.
Swung
He said it
out.
swung out.
Yeah, so it swung out towards the
Ah.
person on the other side. So
So just
I thought you were trying to
basic-
smash him in the face with the door.
Oh, in that case, yes.
I would have loved to kick that door in or out.
But yeah, he's gonna treat it as though it's an accident and try and pull the person in as soon as he can get a hold hand of them. But yes, it rolled a hit.
Good.
Let's see, that's basic strength, right?
Yeah.
I just click on a strength check.
With advantage, because this person doesn't know the door is about to swing open.
Get it. Yeah. Oh.
That's a set. Oh.
Ooh.
Double twos. Thank you, Roll20.
Deuces.
As in your kind of drunk state when you swing this door open. Basically, the person's kind of slightly leaned against it and just kind of pushes them back.
Who do I see that's on the ground now?
You see a familiar-looking black tabaxi.
And
Grab him, pull him in.
grab him, pull him in.
Okay. Give me a grapple check. So strength
Alrighty.
versus strength.
Come on. Yeah.
Natural 20 and
Go.
24. Let's go.
So, you're lucky your strength's better than his. 'Cause he rolled a 22.
Jesus.
You mean that
I
we
rolled
both
a
got
total
natural
of 22.
20 TOO.
So then we both got natural 20s.
We
Mine's a
both
little
got
higher.
natural 20s.
All right, let's go.
And he is a dex person, not a strength person, so he kind of slightly gets out of your grasp, but you kind of get pulled down to the ground as you grab him by the legs.
I pull him in. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. We let
Mountain
let
Blood.
it go some.
You see Victor holding this guy by the legs, lying on the ground. As you were going to the door with him.
Oh. And I help restrain him and be like, so, listening in, are we?
You want to
He-
pull Victor and him in.
Yep. Yeah, so I'm going to pull him in and, like,
Okay,
restrain him.
give me a strength check.
Oh, come on.
Because you are pulling
Almost.
2 people, technically. Were you in your armor, Victor?
Oh yeah.
Okay, and you have to pull Victor in his armor.
19.
Yeah, you get him in. It's because they're on the ground. It's you kind of you hear Victor's armor go scream.
Sorry.
He just pulls a chimpo from Mulan as he just picks him up and drags them in. Or pulls them in.
I take it we probably shut the door and everything right after we pulled him in.
Oh yeah.
So,
As he's kind of scrambling to the door. Who wants to close the door?
anyone would volunteer at once.
Neil, dear, would you like to close the door so we can have a chat?
We're
It's a
Or,
little full. I was about to say, oh hey, it's the cat man.
Neil, dear, would you please?
I'll say
Is,
Electra.
my door.
Sure.
Electra's the one that kind of
Right-
snapped to and
right.
closed the door.
Right behind the Catman is Lyric, finishing her performance. She sees this and just turns around and heads right back down the stairs.
I thought Lyric was in the room with us.
Yeah, you
Yeah, I thought
came
we were
back
all in
with
there.
them, Lyric.
Yeah.
You were already in the room.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's why I
okay.
thought Lyric was going to volunteer to shut the door.
I'll just say Electra closed the door because she would be the one that have
Yeah.
the dexterity to do that. So what do you say to him as you kind of got him? Everyone's kind of surrounded looking at him.
So hey, buddy, how
strapped
you
much?
doing? Nice to look what the cat dragged in.
So yeah, about that. With that, this is where we're going to. This seems like a good place to actually end it for the day.